Draymond Green the other night, huh? Anyone?
Clean.
Anyone start off? You think clean?
I think clean.
You don't think it was intentional?
No, not at all. I mean, I think he ran into him intentionally because he wanted to sell the foul, but I don't think he kicked him where he kicked him intentionally.
I think he definitely. All right, so I love Steven Adams and I love Draymond Green. Like, I love Steven Adams' like backstory of, you know, he was like illiterate until he was like a teenager, like grew up really poor, and he's got like this crazy great story. Draymond, he's like got a chip on his shoulder from like being drafted in the second round. He has like. He's got the like Arya Stark like list of names of people that like he were drafted in front of him, and I think that he gets like really pumped up, and I think that he gets a lot of technical fouls. So I think what he was trying to do was like flop and sell the foul versus being like, I'm gonna kick that guy where it hurts. Like, so if anything, they should fine him for the flop, and they are fining him. No suspension, that came out yesterday. But I don't think he was like, I'm going to kick that guy right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we were talking about this yesterday about how, or I don't know if you were saying this or if another one of our roommates was talking about how if you look at like him like flopping like in general, that's kind of like his go-to thing is just to like kind of kick his legs.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to aim for someone's, you know, some berries, but to just kind of flail and like exaggerate it.
Yeah, there have been clips online. Someone made a whole compilation of Draymond Green kicking, and like there are times where he'll charge someone, the guy will fall back, and then he'll kick his leg up when the guy's not even around. So I think there's plenty of evidence there that he didn't do it on purpose, and if he did, good job.
I think I read that it was the first time since 2012 that any kind of shot to the groin, whether punch or kick, didn't result in a suspension.
Really?
Yeah, so there's like 5 or 6 other instances, and Draymond didn't. But he did get the upgrade to the flagrant 2, so now if he gets any other technical foul, he's suspended for a game, so at least there's that. But it is kind of setting a precedence because it's never, well, it hasn't happened in about 4 years.
And wasn't there earlier in the Cavs series one guy did a
Jones.
Similar thing? Yeah, he did a similar thing.
It was only similar in the location that got hit. Where it was dissimilar was it was all the way at the end of the game in garbage time, basically where they were dribbling the ball out. They had sent this guy in that never gets any playing time, and he gave like a closed fist tap. Yeah. And so the coach got a fine, and Jones got a 1-game suspension, which doesn't really matter. It was almost like when you put in a hockey goon or thug to like go like take revenge on somebody else, and that guy wasn't going to get any playing time anyways. So I think that's why it got treated completely different.
So do we all kind of, or does anyone think that the call was like lenient, or was it just in the final bring down of order or whatever you call that? Like, did he get what he deserved, or did they go a little easy on him?
I think they went a little easy. I think they could have given him a game just because anything in that area usually results in a 1-game suspension, whether or not they decide if it's intentional. But all things considered, the series would have suffered without Draymond Green in Game 4. Which doesn't excuse it. However, if the Thunder had won, then all the Golden State fans would have had an excuse all summer about why they lost. So now we'll just get the best series possible. And now if Draymond steps out of line again, he'll get his suspension. So I guess it works out, but I think he should have gotten 1 game.
I think the NBA wants the best series possible, so they kind of try to keep the star players in the game.
That's what I'm trying to get at without like overtly saying it, because I feel like that is 100% in play here, because then,
So you're asking like if that was Shaun Livingston, would he be sitting a game?
Yeah, basically.
He did. He got a game a couple of years ago for hitting someone in the crotch. Shaun Livingston specifically.
Yeah. Wow, I picked a random example.
There you go.
It's kind of like
I knew that.
It's kind of like in Game 6 of the ๋93 Western Conference Finals when Wayne Gretzky high-sticked Doug Gilmour. Doug Gilmour was bleeding, which is an immediate 5-game suspension. I mean, a 5-minute penalty, but since it was Gretzky, didn't get a penalty. Gretzky goes to score the winning goal. Kings go to the cup. Same thing.
So what I'm hearing here is Conor saying that Draymond Green and Gretzky, same level.
Same level.
Just cut the video there.
Are we worried about Stephen Curry and the Warriors after that showing? Wasn't really a great showing out of anyone on that team. I don't think there was really a single player that stepped up or tried to step up or something like that. What do you think? Are they finished going forward?
No, they're definitely not finished.
Okay.
I would have been nervous if Draymond was going to miss a game, that this would kind of snowball. But OKC plays really good at home. They have two of the best 5 players in the world on one team, and Golden State is a jump shooting team, and sometimes jump shooting teams have bad games.
Yeah.
And they were kind of playing odd too. They weren't doing their normal ball movement. They weren't moving without the ball, and they were jacking up shots once they got a little bit behind. There was 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I think Steve Kerr's gonna just set them all down and be like, "Look, we're okay, guys. We're 1 game behind." They were down 2-1 against the Cavs. They were down 2-1 against Memphis last year, and we all know what happened in the end there. So I think it was a kick in the pants, which is an odd phrase to use given the other events in the series. But I think they're going to do all right. But I am a little biased since we work with Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 game, and if they can't recover from 1 game, then they don't deserve a championship. Simply put. True.
Well, I think that also I know we've been talking about it kind of a lot lately, that the Magic documentary, about how that was, and that was a little more significant than this, where there was some crucial moments, some of their top guys fell on their face, and they were pretty much projected to win the finals at that time. And so I think that,
and this is the Orlando Magic, not the Magic Johnson, just for clarity.
I think that there is a little bit. I don't think that the Warriors are for sure going to come back. I don't have the complete confidence that they're fine. Mm-hmm. I think that there is a little bit of, okay, we have to live up to 73 wins right now, and that's a lot of pressure to be on you. Are you going to be better than the Bulls? And the championship still has to come of that. If they don't, I think if they don't win the championship, then that season is certainly lessened, because it's you were clearly the best team, technically of all time, if you want to go by wins, and you didn't do it. So I think that has to be in play here, they're feeling something, and especially against the Thunder, who no one really thought would even get to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I was shocked they beat the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they throttled the Spurs.
Yeah.
They're pretty much unbeatable at home right now. So even with Draymond Green, they have their work cut out for them. Because if they go down 3-1, then they might be in some serious trouble. But I agree with Ryan that if Draymond had been suspended, they'd be in a tight spot. But now they at least have the chance to go and win Game 4 and even it up. But they've beaten the Warriors at home. They beat the Spurs at home. They're going to be tough. Even Dion Waiters is playing well right now. So should be maybe game of the year.